Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the RDA. This is your Manchester United vs Villarreal match reaction, in which was quite shocking, as you can see. I bought champagne, everything, couldn't pop it. And to be honest with you guys, I'm gonna say one thing. I don't like being right, but it wasn't negativity all this time. It was reality. I have said when it matters the most, this team cannot win anything. I have said he's not good enough. Today was everything in a nutshell summed up about why OLE is not good enough. The management was pathetic. The decisions were poor. The mistakes were the same old mistakes every season. And the better team won. The better team won. The better team won. I don't think we deserve to win today, so it is what it is, but we'll get into it. The last match reaction for the season. Do be sure to like, subscribe. It's not going to be a fun one. It's not going to be an easy one. But yeah, how are you guys feeling?
Very sad. Very, 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 very sad. I feel like Ty, how mellow I'm speaking, because that's the mood I'm in right now. And I couldn't physically move after the hair missed a penalty for like 3 minutes because I was literally shell shocked. And it's hard. It's a horrible feeling. And what we did today was disgusting. It was not anywhere near the Manchester United standard. And look, I've said in the past that top four will be enough, and that's all he needs to do this season. But the thing is, in a final, mate, against a clearly inferior team, and you do what you did today, that you can't defend it. Like, there's nothing I can say that can make this look pretty. We are better than Villarreal in every single way, and we should have beaten them today. I'm losing my voice. It's insane. We shouldn't have beaten them today. Like, I'm lost for words. Honestly, someone else go.
All I have to say is I got what I wanted in the preview. As much as I dislike it, I did ask for the penalty shootout, and
I've been wanting penalties as well, not my own team. I didn't want my own team, but
Yeah. And again, you was feeling that confidence. But again, we had to be confident going into this game. It's Villarreal. We should have never lost this game. They have some decent players, but it was very clear throughout the game they were inferior to our players. It's a massive standard difference, and there's no way in hell that we should ever be losing this type of game. Never mind letting it go 120 minutes and going 11-10 on penalties. That's unacceptable. We do so much better.
Yeah.
Marks.
You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, after Villarreal scored the first goal, I was really upset. Like, really, really upset. Malota without the game during the game, the whole game, actually. But after having time to think about it, I'm not really that surprised, number one. And number two, I can see why people were confident going into this final, but I wasn't personally. Because even though my brain says in my head, there's no excuse for Manchester United to lose this game. My heart knows, bro. My heart's been here before, bro. My heart's been here before. Chelsea at Wembley, Carabao Cup against Man City, Carabao Cup against Man City Part 2. Roma, we conceded 5 goals, but everyone was like, oh no, we made it to a final, it doesn't matter. Forget the fact that we conceded 5 goals to a team that's in the 6th in the Serie A or 7th in the Serie A, wherever they are. Okay, cool, we swept that one under the rug. What about Leicester? We got battered 3-1 by a team that finished on the table. I thought we were the second best team in England. Why are we losing to a team that's 6th in the Liga? A team that wasn't even in Europe next season. We let them be in Europe. Why are we losing to that kind of team? Does Emery have Pogba? Does Emery have Rashford? Does Emery have Greenwood? Does Emery have one of the best centre backs in the league, apparently, statistically? He's just as good as Diaz, apparently. Does Emery have Lindelof? Does Emery have Shaw, one of the best left backs in the world, apparently? Does Emery have De Gea, one of the best goalkeepers in the world? Does Emery have the choice of De Gea or Hendo? No, he doesn't. But what did Emery do? He made a final, and he won it. The first final that Villarreal have made in their history, he fucking won it. He didn't bottle it, bro. He didn't bottle it. What has Ollie done since he got it?
This is the other thing I was saying, though. I was saying, why does Ollie always need a Jadon Sancho, a Declan Rice?
Exactly.
These things.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous.
Why do you need Jadon Sancho to beat Villarreal? Why do you need Jadon Sancho when you're top of your group in the Champions League to get through? Do you like to pick up Jadon Sancho? Didn't Leipzig sell their best player and still qualify us in the group stages? Oh, I'm sorry. Is Leipzig's team that much better than us that even after beating them 5-0, we deserve to go out in the Champions League group? I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't want to hear it. And the worst part about these OLE inners here, and I'm calling them out tonight, is they all want to act like their fart doesn't smell, like we don't support the same club, bro. But the matter of the fact is, it's not about being right, it's not about being wrong, it's about reality. This manager, tactically, is not good enough. This manager's man management on the day in terms of substitutions is not good enough. This is not the first time this is happening. Let me refresh your memory. Wolves, we kept the same squad for 90 minutes, Rashford scored with a deflection, and we won 2-1. Villa, when we won because of a penalty. Do I need to refresh your memory more? Every game in the season, bar Leeds away, because Leeds at home, we drew 0-0. Everyone saw that ball fest, right? Everyone fell asleep during that game. Okay, I'm just checking, it wasn't me. Wolves, Villa, Arsenal at home, Arsenal away, which we lost, by the way, if I'm not mistaken, 1-0. City at home, which we drew 0-0. Chelsea both legs, which we drew. Tottenham when we got 5-6-1. Okay. Tottenham the other leg we won 3-1, so that's an anomaly. All our games against the top six in the league, bar the City win 2-0 and Tottenham 3-1, were fine margins. All our games against the bottom teams, which are relegated teams, by the way, were fine margins. We conceded 3 goals to Sheffield United. I need to refresh your memory. We conceded 5 goals in total to Sheffield United across 2 legs. Fine margins, right? Oh, no, but we're second in the league, Marcus. You can't be negative. Well, if you actually look at the games, we're second in the league because we're second half FC. The comeback juice runs out eventually, bro. Eventually, luck runs out. Eventually, you need good tactics. Eventually, you need patterns of play. Eventually, you need good habits. You know what Villarreal had today? They didn't have luck.
They were well coached.
They fought. They were well coached. Exactly, Shawnee. They were well coached. Were Villarreal lucky? Does anyone think Villarreal were lucky? Because I think United were very lucky to stay in that game.
Yeah.
Cavani's goal wasn't brilliant tactics. He was very lucky. The keeper went for a save and it deflected, so he was on the floor and he couldn't get to Cavani's ball. Any other keeper would have gone to that if they didn't anticipate the first one and make a mistake. Cavani's goal, dead ass, the keeper was on the ground because he was anticipating a save and it deflected into Cavani's path and went the opposite way. That's unlucky. So by definition, United were lucky to stay in that game for 90 minutes. Villa were not lucky. They scored a team goal. But United fans do this thing where they're like, yeah, but, I hope it will get better. I want to be positive because that's how you're supposed to support your team, okay? Keep getting your hopes and dreams crossed, bro. Keep doing it. All the rest of us will be telling you season in, season out. We'll keep blaming. Like, I don't even know what people are blaming, what Oli is blaming at this point, because they thought it was Mourinho, they thought it was Van Gaal, they thought it was Moyes. Do they think it's Oli now, or have they suddenly changed?
They're probably blaming it on Daya, to be fair.
Oh yeah. They're gonna blame it on Daya. He missed penalty, right? The man who let us not make any changes for 115 minutes. It's Daya's fault. We should have played Henderson, of course. Brixton FC. Yeah, that's the real problem.
You have to blame Ole. There will be a lot who don't, but there's only so far you can defend a manager. And from a point of view of an Ole inner, I guess the whole idea was 1, results, and 2, it was different because we've had the Mourinho, you've had all these type of managers, had the Van Gaal. He's a United legend, so there's a whole thing that maybe, just maybe, he understands the club better than they did. But the thing is, it's a final against Villarreal. We shouldn't even be in this final against Villarreal, and you lose. So they were the better team, even in my opinion. Villarreal played better football than us today. They set up defensively better. They moved the ball better. We were just erratic. I don't know what we were doing. So
Can I just say one more thing before we move on? Like, I'm not against people who are Oli in, by the way. Like, if you're Oli in, cool, good for you, good for you. I'm against the people who demonize people who Oli out. Like, they make it seem like it's a crime to criticize the manager and not believe he's the right guy for the job, right? They make it seem like we're all sat here going, oh, I'm so happy we lost this European final, so I can come in and rant about how right I am. No, I'm not happy. I'm fuming, blood. You know what I mean? So, for me, the only problem I have with Oli is, and it's not with you, Moloto, because you've been honest. You said that there's not much that evidence you can't believe that makes you believe that this manager is the right manager, but you just hope that he'll be right because you're sick and tired of rebuilding, right? You're sick and tired of pressing the reset button. That's fine. But a lot of these other men, they'll paper over the cracks and pretend like none of this is happening. They're like the meme of that dog in a burning building which was smiling. And the building's burning, bro. But you there smiling like everything's fine. No, it's not fine. It's not fine because this guy's been here for 2 years and he's made the same mistakes across six. Wait, no. Across what is it? 7 different competitions. He's bottled the Europa League semi-final and the Europa League final. That's 2. He's bottled 2 Carabao Cup semi-finals. That's 4. He's bottled the quarterfinal of the FA Cup. That's 5. He's bottled the semi-final of the FA Cup. That's 6. And some people will even go as far as saying he bottled the league. I'm not going to be that unkind. So that's 6 competitions he's bottled. The other 2, he finished 3rd and 2nd. Wow, what did he do? He deserves time. He's the right guy. I don't get that. You completely neglect 6 other areas of evidence and favor 2 areas of evidence on the premise that he's the first manager to do it since Alex left. Well, isn't that the whole point then? Like the fact that we're celebrating a manager making top 4 shows how far this club is in turmoil, because it's not that easy. I mean, it's not that difficult, to stand out as the best manager since Alex left, because we've only had 3 managers and they were all crap. So it's like when people say Dan James is a proper winger, and I'm like, yeah, you're right, but like, is Dan James really the standard now? Like, have we forgotten what good wingers are to the point where Dan James is actually an acceptable starter for United? That's how I feel about it. I feel like people are just accepting him because they've forgotten what a good manager is. Because it's been so long since Alex that people are willing to accept anything. I bet you the next guy who comes after Oli, if he comes third, people will be like, give him time. And it's like, why? You can't just give people time. You can't just hire a new CEO and give him time because he did his job for the first week. There needs to be a clear plan. So that's all I want to say.
I was gonna say the same thing. I've been noticing it a lot lately also. Like when Tuchel came in at Chelsea, when Unai is here at Villarreal, even when, freaking Mourinho was here. I was like, when a team, you can see when a team has a proper manager. And we don't have a proper manager. Oli is a joke. This team, I know today it did happen, but this team is good. This group of players, we all like this group of players for the majority. This team is very good. It's the best that United has been in a long time. And now you want to even add on that. You want to get the Jadon Sanchez, which by all means, I'm not defending the Glazers or anything, but we should get those players. But, you need a proper manager. You guys want Jadon Sancho. You want a proper winger. You want Declan Rice. You want a proper CDM. Why don't you want a proper manager?
The thing is, our best XI on paper is just miles ahead of most clubs in the world right now.
Exactly.
If we go Rashford, Cavani, Greenwood, Bruno Pogba, Donny,
and can I say something as well?
Backup. What the hell are we doing with our lives?
I've been saying this for a long time here. Just to go a little bit off topic, and I apologize for doing it, but me and Lawson in the DM have been debating a lot about what's Pogba's best position, right? And I don't disagree that Pogba's very impactful from the left wing. But all I'm saying is, no manager in world football would put Pogba on the left wing when they have Greenwood, Rashford, and Cavani, and Martial. A proper manager put Pogba next to Matic and drove that team to hold the ball in the middle of the field. A proper manager would not play 2 CDM.
Our manager collapses and moves
on.
No
manager, apart from Oli, has played him on the left wing, and Pogba's best season. No manager would play Pogba on the left wing. No proper manager apart from Oli, right? Pogba's best season to date, he was playing through the middle. Pogba's accolade, he was playing through the middle, which was the World Cup, right? That's what everyone talks about. He was playing through the middle. His best highlights at Manchester United, he was playing through the middle. I don't see any compilations of him on the left wing, at least not yet, because it's a small sample space, right? Like a proper manager would not put Pogba on the left wing to compensate for McFred, and then push Rashford to a weaker position, further weakening the team and making it even more one-dimensional. And then you wonder why your strikers don't get service. You wonder why Cavani's going on a cold drop. You wonder why Greenwood goes missing for 60 minutes. Because your team's not balanced. It's not easy to stop. It's not that difficult to stop Manchester United. Just mark Paul Pogba.
A bigger problem I have tonight, and I hear your Paul Pogba thing, but I feel like if you've been doing this season and you realize that it works better, it might not be the perfect fit, but you've been doing it this season. I just don't see why you don't do it in the final against a team we saw against Arsenal that are good defensively. It just makes no sense to me. He didn't start breaking down teams and going in the final, playing the same way.
He didn't start Fred. By the way, for anyone wondering, he didn't start Fred because Fred had a knock. You know why Fred had a knock? Because he doesn't get rested. Every other in the team.
And he nearly killed Short.
Fred wasn't fit to start
and Rashford.
Yep. That's why they put Fred Moloto. He didn't start Fred because Fred wasn't fit. That's why he played Pogba in the middle, because Fred wasn't fit to actually play this game. for anyone wondering. That's another problem, though. He doesn't rest players. But anyways.
I was gonna say actually, you know, if anyone is somehow new watching this is not Ollie out for the first time. Us have been Ollie out for a long time, and that's why I'm not surprised. I said this would happen. I predicted a 2-1 loss. You know, that's what my brain told me. My heart wanted United to win, but my brain was like, you played yourself. There's no evidence. As you can see, there is no evidence that suggested Manchester United win today. Oh, but surely you negative. Oh, but surely this. Yeah, well, look what happened. Look what Ollie proved me. Oh, Ollie proved me wrong. Oh, wow, we did not concede from a set piece that I've been talking about for months and months and months. Oh, we did not pick a shit team, you know, that we've been talking for months and months. Ollie did not. He made subs. Oh, he made subs that I've not been talking for. So I'm tired of it. You know, I'm glad the season's over. I would like to do the other videos. I need a break from these idiots, this idiotic manager, because I love this team. I really love this team. I love Tony. I love Pogba, Bruno. You know, I like this team. But
Speaking of viewers, almost everyone's team is an international.
Yep.
Just saying as well.
Exactly. So, yeah, boys. Yeah. Player ratings. I mean, I don't even want. Yeah, I'm not gonna do the player ratings. I'm not. Because this is wasting your time, wasting our time. You know.
I think everyone was subpar because I saw going in on Rashford and I was like, fair play, but we're doing, you know what I mean? Like everyone was subpar today. You know, like, I'm not defending Rashford at all, by the way. He was awful today, but like everyone was subpar.
Yeah, it goes
so going in on Rashford.
100%.
The only thing I will say with regards to the players is that don't blame David De Gea. Just don't. Like, you know, penalties are penalties. We all know he hasn't saved the penalty in like 5 years. We all know that. I would have taken him off just for the penalties. I just would have taken him off.
Personally, I would have put Dino.
Yeah, I would have put Dino to the penalties.
Very confident keeper.
You know, just don't blame De Gea. Don't do that. Don't. But however, I think that, you know, knowing how United is run and the club that we are, we will go in on De Gea, and I think we're gonna throw him under the bus, and that's kiss David De Gea goodbye. That's kiss David De Gea goodbye.
On a more positive side, that penalty shootout was sunk.
From a neutral point of view, yeah. I mean, it was clean. I at some point during the penalty shootout, I was actually talking to myself in my head, and I was like, dude, just stop trying to predict the penalties because you're just gonna score it. Just shut up.
Yeah.
You know? And they kept.
I'm afraid it was gonna screw us. I thought it was.
I thought there were certain players, but like when De Gea stepped up, I was like, it's gonna be him, and it. To beat
you know
David
what?
De Gea is just...
All the players were actually good at penalties. I thought they were going to screw us over. And all the players were bad at penalties. I thought they were going to be fine. When I saw Luke Shaw and Bruno and Rashford step up, I was like, oh, here you go. They're going to miss their first penalty of the season. This is it. They're going to
I was also low-key thinking that. I think on the preview, I said if we goes to penalties and Bruno misses that vital penalty, oh, God. God help us. You know, but we still lost in here, so what does it matter? The boys still are yet to taste the trophy. I looked at Pogba's reaction. People like Pogba's like, you know what, my boys, I've won trophies. I'm going to leave this club. You guys aren't serious. You will realize it one day when you're older. You'll realize why I'm leaving. You know, I did for specific reasons. So
I would have left a long time ago if I was Pogba, bro. Like, I would have pulled it in Maria. I'm sorry. I would have left that a long time ago. Because Pogba doesn't deserve to play in the Europa League, bro. Bruno doesn't deserve to be. Bruno, I saw a stat today that Bruno's got the most goals in the Europa League since he debuted. He was on 19 today, so if he had scored, he would have been on 20.
Yeah.
And I was like, this guy does not deserve to be in this competition, bro. You know. But you have United fans out there who are just happy with top four. They didn't even care about winning today. Like they secretly didn't care. Obviously, they cared during the 90 minutes. But overall, if we had got knocked out in the quarterfinals, they would have been there like, oh, it doesn't matter. Nobody cares about the Europa League anyways. It's all about top four. You know, nobody cares about the trophy anyways. And it's like, yeah, well, you care now, don't you? What's the point of making the final if you don't care? Like, what was the point of all of this?
Yeah, it's like, you know,
we could have just played our kids and got knocked on.
Honestly, I was thinking about the tweet back then. I said our youth over our first team. It might be low-key true. It might low-key be true because that was dog. Yeah, dog. This team.
That's what top managers do, bro. Name the top manager in Europe who plays the same XI throughout the season and these things.
There's so many players who deserve to play more. You know, we could have brought on today. Like Ahmad never get a snuff. Donny never get a snuff. You know, it's like, what?
You know what's funny, yeah? You know what's funny? Ahmed actually scored in the last game that he came on in the Europa League.
Yeah.
That's why I was shocked he didn't.
He won us the game.
Yeah, he won us the game.
Whenever Alba plays, he's brilliant. So it's insane to think Ola thinks that he's not good enough. And
Even
if you're going to do
Donny.
that, might as well take the piss in these other trophies and make
And the-
space.
And I even said I was going to be all out, even regardless if we
Yeah.
win this Europa League. But I would have said, like this last season I was all out. I was like, on paper he deserves another season. To try and right more wrongs now.
Yeah.
But
When
now-
he finished third,
Not anymore.
But now
yeah.
you got to go,
What?
Yeah.
and you
Can I
got
ask
to
a
go.
question to you guys? Can I ask a question to you guys? What was your? I'm gonna guess we're gonna say top four. Just top four. What was your expectations of Ollie at the beginning of this season? Like, what were the things that were gonna make you like, okay, he deserves another season? Because I know
I
the
would
answer.
say
I'll go last.
top four easy. I would have said a lot further into the Champions League. At least the knockout stages, and I would have said a trophy.
Yeah.
So
I agree with
he got top four easily. Champions League he failed, and trophyless. So there you go.
Start of the season, I don't know, because the standards were very low at the start of the season. I remember we were, even the prediction, prediction the Premier League season, we're like, is he gonna make top four? Is he not? So it was a bit of a dark time then because of the whole Sancho thing, and not making signings. But look, ironically enough, I said mid-season that if we get knocked out of the Europa League, it's not a big deal because we shouldn't be here in the first place. And I'm forgetting the word now. But the main way
The
to
priority was she was champions. It was top four.
the main way to judge success or to judge progress, I'm forgetting the word, that's the P, but the way to judge progress is in the league. And I stand by the comment I made. And I would answer your question and say, yes, top four. But the thing is, ironically enough, it's like getting to the final has exposed them. Because now you're getting there and it's an inferior team. It's been inferior teams the whole season and you lose. So as much as I said that,
Go on.
I think that you can't look past this final. And it's time to go. It's time to go, honestly.
Wow. Well, what place do you go before I go?
Yeah. Well, at the start of the season, I can honestly say I had expectations for a top four finish, but I'm pretty sure I said we were going to scrape a third or a fourth. And then
We'll do a
I
season
said a
review.
round of 16, I'm pretty sure. Round of 16 in Champions League. That was my expectations for the season. I didn't want us to win anything.
Yeah,
I
I
wanted
guess
us to
I'm
just prove our worth. That's what
Yeah,
I want.
like so for me, right? For me, and I've been very, very clear about this, right? The beginning of the season, I'm not gonna act like I was one of those fans who was scared. I was shit scared when I saw that Champions League group, and I was shit scared when I saw Chelsea going there. I was like, we are not in top four. But at the same time, I was like, me as a fan, I'm allowed to say we're not gonna make top four because I don't think we're gonna make top four. I'm allowed to not trust the team. But are the board allowed to see this manager that they supposedly trust for their future not make top four and be like, we'll give it another season because we hope he'll get better? No successful business is run on hope. No successful club is run on hope. No club in Europe, out of the top clubs, Juventus, PSG, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Barcelona, would keep a manager on hope. They keep a manager on evidence. Not just the football you do, but the results you get in a short space of time. And I know people say managers need time, but how long do you need after 600 days and you're still not using substitutions? He's been in the job for nearly 700 days if you count his interim period. He's been here for 2 years, people. It's not his first season. So you can't be making substitutions, having management issues 2 years into your reign. 2 years into your reign, we should see a style of play, we should see a vision and a philosophy. We should be nearly getting over the line consistently and then saying, okay, so just add a Sancho here, just add a this there, and then we'll get there. But
like,
yeah.
The treatment of the squad, like Donny van de Beek, it's dreadful as well.
Yeah,
like,
so
I
like,
just want you on it. It's just
yeah, so
disgusting
like,
what he's doing.
not only has he not produced in terms of results and style of play, but he's not using players that have proven that they have quality elsewhere.
Exactly.
Paul Pogba, he's not using Paul Pogba properly. I don't care if anybody thinks Paul Pogba on the left is his best position. It has not worked. Paul Pogba's best season statistically was through the middle. Paul Pogba's best achievement and accolade today, he played in the middle, left to a proper CM. Paul Pogba's best season in a United shirt, he played in the middle and he won European honours in the middle with Jose Mourinho. This left-wing nonsense under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, it has not worked because although he has been a better player individually, the
Just a
team
reminder, he had
has
30
suffered
plus goals
as a
and
result.
assists that season as well.
Exactly from midfield. not from left wing. So I don't want to hear about this left wing nonsense. I don't want to hear about this Rashford on the right nonsense because it hasn't worked. What have we won with that? What have we won? So
What
are
have
you
we-
now saying that the goals and
that's the
assists?
thing. What have we
What
won?
have we won?
What have we
Since
won?
Mourinho,
Are the
what
goals-
have we won?
Are the goals and
Beautiful
assists
trophy,
of Paul
right,
Pogba, is the individual performance of Paul Pogba and Marcus Rashford more important than the success of the whole team? No, it's not. No, it's not. Sometimes you have to put
That's
a
what I
player
don't
in
like.
a,
I
in a
don't-
role
I
where
was
they
thinking-
do the simples.
Someone
And
said
they
it. They were
start-
like, when they're watching United, it's literally like watching you waiting for one of our great players to do something. This is not a
Exactly.
team.
Basically.
This is not a team.
There's no
This is not a
tactics.
team.
It's literally just wait for Greenwood to dribble past someone
How
and link up with
exciting this team
Rashford
would be if
while
we
everybody
select
else
Brendan
watches.
Rodgers at the helm of this, you know?
Anyone. I'm actually desperate. I'll take
Any
anyone.
tactician.
I was like, the grass
Any
might not be
tactician,
green
bro.
on the other side, but I'm desperate. I am fucking desperate now.
I would rather
Not a
take Poch,
very
bro.
quick
At least if we lost tonight, I would have been like, hey, but at least we played beautiful football, right? 1-1 against Villarreal, but at least we played beautiful football, right?
That's
I don't
the
know
thing.
about you, but
the
I'd
other
rather
thing
have
is, like,
Poch. If we're gonna bottle,
how do people, United fans, watch this and be like, no, I enjoy this. This is good. This is good.
Don't get it, bro.
You
They see the
lying
goals,
to
bro.
yourself.
Admittedly, first half,
They see the
our
individual
pressing was
brilliance.
fantastic. Our pressing intensity was fantastic. But I can tell you right now, that was only because Foyt was off the field for 90% of the first half. And that was the only reason we pressed so hard, is because we were
But then
a
here's
man
my
up.
thing, right? I've heard people talk about this press, right? And I've heard people talk about like our performances in the first half here and there, right? My thing is, why can't you press for 90 minutes at least once? At least once in the season, just once.
Yeah.
Why can't you
That's
press
what
for
I'm
90
saying.
minutes
This
and
is-
actually
this-
dominate?
This is
Don't
why I
play
like
well
it.
and yeah, don't play well and be like, we lost because one. Like, no, win the game consistently and play a high press for 60 to
Yeah.
70 minutes and say
Yeah,
we won
I-
3-0 today and we deserved it. We didn't win 3-0 today because we turned up in the second half. No, we pressed for the first half, and when we missed our first two chances, we kept knocking on the door and we eventually scored. That's my problem with United. We play well, but then we don't get the results, and everyone's like, wow, but we played well. What does it matter if you didn't win? It's about playing well and finding a balance of winning as well. The problem with United is we either play well and we get nothing, or we play shit and then we turn up for the second half and all of a sudden everything's fine. And that's my problem. And then the Oli is
Big
there, like,
issue
where the
now
odds
is
is now?
extra time was
Just
treated
bro.
as rest time.
Bro,
It was ridiculous.
They wanted
Every
penalties.
week I see
that
Oli, on my
We
mum's
have-
life, wanted penalties today. He wanted penalties today.
100%. 90 minutes ticks over, he knew it was penalty time. There was
yeah,
no
I
doubt.
have no doubt that he was praying that Rashford was going to bang a screamer or Pogba was going to bang a screamer. But you can see he was planning for extra or for penalties, bro. Why do you wait 115 minutes only to bring on Fred or Greenwood and then tell us to
penalties
matter?
have no guarantee whatsoever.
And the worst thing is, like, they brought Sir Alex with them. And Sir Alex's famous words were like, in a final,
Yeah.
you go win it. You don't play it just to lose. You go try to win it.
Bro, he's
If there's 10 minutes left and there's extra time, don't even worry about it. You go try to win that game. You put on 10 strikers and
And
you just
all
do
we
it.
did today is we
But
just
no.
crossed over and over and over and over. And
We've
over.
got no plan. Guys, we've got no plan. This is not a team. There's no plan here.
Yeah.
There's no plan. And I don't want to see it next season. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see Fred. I don't want to see
The thing
Oli.
is, right,
It's dead.
the thing is, right, can I just say, like, Mulatto, and this is like directed towards you, like, I'm not trying to cause an argument or anything, right? I hear you saying, like, you hope that things will get better next season and all of that, right? I hear that, and that's your choice, and at least you're being honest, right? But I don't see how things get better unless Oli hires better coaches, right? Like, is Carrick suddenly going to become a tactical
I
genius
want
in the
more
next few
coaches
months?
than signings, to be honest.
Yeah,
I want coaches.
is Carrick
Honestly,
and
it's unveiled Poch as assistant coach to
Yeah,
Ali.
I want to see a Poch as assistant coaches.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
what's going to
I think
change?
you're right.
What's going to change?
I think you're right in saying that United fans, and I'll include myself in this because it's clear that it's not going to work out with Ole, that we have forgotten what a good manager is, and we've been burnt. It really
That's what
is.
I was gonna say.
I know there's some.
Yeah.
I know there's probably some who just do it because they're pricks, and they just want to say Ole at the wheel and those top reds. But I think some of us have just been burnt really because it's like, what now? We've done Mourinho, we've done Van Gaal. Yes, bring a tactician, but it just feels like, is that gonna work as
You know
well?
what I think
It's
we're desperate
very
for?
depressing.
I'll be honest. You know what I think
It's
we're
very
desperate for? I think we are desperate for some good football in our lives.
Yeah.
I just
Can
want
can I say one thing,
Everton
Mulatto?
blueprint.
Mulatto, like, okay, can you tell me what is the difference between the way we played now versus the way we played under Mourinho and Van Gaal? Besides the fact that Van Gaal was a little bit more technical with the passing, were they not all three of them pragmatic managers in the way they did? I'm not talking about elsewhere, United. the football they played United.
It was
Will they
never the
not all
football that was
automatically-
on Ole's side. The football's terrible. It was, for me, particularly, the two pillars was one, results, which are gone today, and that I think the fact that he's a United legend, I just thought he understood. He understood himself better.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of specifically play style, I'm not talking about results, winning the Europa League. Forget none of that. Like, forget top four, forget FA Cups. What was the difference from your point of view? I'm not even like trying to start an argument. Like, what do you think was the difference in the way United play under Van Gaal, Mourinho, and Ole? Because for me personally, it's all the same. So when people say we've tried Van Gaal, we've tried Mourinho, I'm like, yeah, exactly. We've tried all these pragmatic players. So can we get an attacking manager who's not pragmatic and try that? Because we haven't tried that. I hear people saying like we've tried the experienced manager, but when have we ever tried an attacking manager? Because for me, Ole's not attacking. For me, Mourinho wasn't attacking, and Van Gaal wasn't attacking. So for me,
I
they're all the
think
same.
Van Gaal, if he had these players, would be
Yeah,
amazing.
I was going to say that. He was the closest to
He
that.
was.
He was the closest to that.
It's just,
Yeah, but like what? But like I'm going off what he actually had.
Yeah,
though,
yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I'm going off what he actually
course,
had. I'm
yeah.
not talking about if he got this player, if he got that player. Like for me, based on what they had, it's the same thing. And
We need a
yes,
Bielsa
Van
in
Gaal
this.
would have
we would have
been
been prime
better
boss.
technically.
We actually would have been prime boss if he was here right now.
Barca, yeah.
It would have been beautiful.
Bro, I just feel like we need a manager who
That's
genuinely.
the other thing, because like part of me,
regardless of the players.
the next manager, Ollie's not gonna go. So I don't know why we're having this conversation. But the next
Yeah.
manager, I want to be attacking, like a Bielsa. But
Yeah, you know
at
what?
this
Zidane
point
has
also,
cancelled his
and
contract at
Zidane,
Real
yeah,
Madrid.
and Zidane has cancelled his contract as well. But
Yeah.
hey, caramba, it's tough.
You know
I just
why,
want a
yeah,
proper
you know
manager
why-
now. I just want a proper manager. Just
Yeah, but
someone will come in.
You know why I bring it up, and I don't know what you guys think about this, right? But I actually think it's weird that we've had this many pragmatic managers in such a short space of time, considering
Yeah, you're not wrong.
the better parts of our squad are attacking players, right? Like, I've seen a lot of people have this debate about what United should do in terms of their best XI, assuming they don't get the players that they want, like Sancho, Rice, and Varane, right? And I'm like, for me, fam, you've tried McFred, and they've conceded stupid goals anyways. So for me, you might as well just play a regular back four, play Matic, and then go for it with the attack. That's what I think, because
Even
at
just
least
full
then
send it.
you can
Donny,
use
Pogba, Bruno,
exactly.
Go, have fun.
Donny,
Exa-
Pogba, Bruno.
exactly,
Why? I
because
don't think
then-
we've seen that midfield once.
No.
Yeah, we haven't, because then I wouldn't go that extreme, but hey, I would prefer that over McFred, right?
Yeah,
because then you're using the strengths of your squad rather than stifling the strengths to compensate for the weaknesses.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. But I don't get people who are happy with pragmatic football and are okay with McFred, bro. It never made sense to me. But
Yeah.
opinion, right?
Exactly.
Now,
Just follow the Everton blueprint, guys. It's not hard. Get a manager in the background, Duncan Ferguson. You keep the players in check. You keep them happy. And just get a tactician. Just overrun everything, and everybody's happy in
bro.
both aspects. It's not hard. It
the,
really
you know
is.
the worst thing is, I said it on the preview, and Mark said it on that. Mark Ulrich said it on his preview. That's why I said, Mark said it. But two things were gonna happen
Yeah.
today. Either one, Ollie was gonna break this cycle, this magical cycle that we've been stuck in for years and years and years. Oh, we're gonna be straight back in the cycle. Look where we are now, straight back.
But the
stuck
thing
in
is,
cycle.
right? The funny thing is, right? I hear that argument, and I'm fully behind getting the board out and getting reform at the club. But at the same time, like I said to Malone before he disconnected, I don't see a difference between Oli, Mourinho, and Van Gaal. So
No,
to
no,
me,
no, I meant
we've
that
hired
cycle,
the
not
same
the
manager
board
for the
cycle,
last 8 years.
Ollie, the
Yeah,
management
yeah.
cycle, yeah.
So I hope and I pray that we don't hire another pragmatic manager just so that we can all be sat here going, oh, the football's terrible. We're not winning anything, so we might as well just be playing beautiful football and bottle trophies. Because that's what I feel right now. Like, you guys know me, bro. I don't care about beautiful football if we're winning
Please
trophies
don't
in it. But if we're not winning trophies
That's the problem.
and
with
we're
pragmatic
only getting
football,
top four, then I would rather play like these.
Like,
I've always said that. Like,
I-
if we're not going to get the results.
Yeah, like
I'd
I
rather
like
get good
Atletico
beautiful
Madrid.
football.
I don't like the football. I like them because they still can do something at the end of the season, So they win a trophy. Mourinho, yeah, the football was dead, but he still won the trophy. So why are you gonna go play if you win the trophies? This is
Yeah.
just bad. This is imagine watching shite
Villarreal,
football,
bro.
shite football for 8 months to come out with nothing, nothing.
Fam, we lost to a yellow submarine, fam. They made their blood.
That
Underwater,
have
fam.
never made a major European final in their history.
And the sad reality is now is that like, where do we go from here? The same old question. Where do we go from? Because I think there's something. I think this is the reality of Manchester United Football Club from now on. I think this is the reality. Until we start
Same,
seeing
bro,
evidence.
same. I think this
Until
club-
we start seeing
I think
evidence
it's in the mud.
that's gonna change the opinion. This is what it's gonna be like. supporting Manchester.
Yeah, because like people are okay with top four, bro. People are okay with top four, bro. I don't know, bro. Maybe Clay has the answers, bro.
I mean, if I was manager, I think we would have had some answers already. That's all I'm going to say.
You know, the worst thing is, you know, my dad was watching with me, obviously, because it's the final. He's a Liverpool fan. And then that free kick, the one they scored from, I was like, you know, the defensive line is too high, the hair is too far. And then I was like, you know, Jared Moreno and my friends, and the one friend, I'm not going to, he knows who he is, he's watching. He knows who he is. He was like,
Yeah.
now who's that? Does he know what OLE is? That man scored. Jared Moreno scored from a set piece. And my dad just looked at me, he was like, I was like, but I tell you these things. It's nothing new. And then the commentator was, and then the commentator was like, oh, do you think they miss Harry Maguire? And then I looked at my dad. I'm like, how many times have I mentioned this with Harry Maguire in it? So it's like,
Oh, yeah.
it makes
I
no
would
difference.
murder the
Yeah.
commentators.
It makes
They're
no
missing Harry
difference.
Maguire on the set pieces
Dude.
all the time.
How
Yeah.
dare that commentator name Harry
He
Maguire
doesn't
and
score
Ronaldo?
goals, and he doesn't defend
Exactly, so-
goals.
Bruv, you know Bricks at FC will be there like, oh, we missed Captain Harry today. I miss you, Captain Harry. It's going to be a picture of Maguire with the captain's armband in a game that would probably lost, bruv.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think the last thing I want to say is just credit to them overall. I
Yeah,
think
credit to them.
some of their players really
Football
turned
wanted
up.
it. Football wanted it. That's
Yeah,
what happened.
Football wanted it.
Football wanted
Parejo is a fantastic playmaker. I think he's very underrated. I feel like he's a Spanish Ward Prowse, you know? He's just super technical, and he's just right there, ready for the taking. And he's just such a fantastic player. And like Pedraza was fantastic on the left back. He had
Yeah.
Aaron on toast at moments. It was very scary until they got their first goal. And Jared Moreno was just lethal as all hell.
Yeah, he's mad. He's mad.
Foyth was doing a job with bandages, fam.
Bad,
Blood
he
coming out
shouldn't
the
be
nose. You know,
playing.
then
It's
wait
like
there, fam.
Foyth's going.
But yeah.
Man was leaking like a broken submarine. You know, then wait there, blood.
Exactly.
They repaired that submarine in this still beat us, fam. You know, then wait there, blood.
And he's still going to get benched at Spurs next season, don't worry.
So yeah, I'll ask one more time since we, you know, it'll be like towards the ending of the show.
Yeah.
But like, you know, we'll go person for person. But we'll start off with Clay, then Marcus, then Murad, then I don't know, I'll say. But
Okay.
yeah, on the real though, where do we go? From here, right now, where do we go?
I'm going to the Euros.
Yeah, I'm yeah, no, those things are they're given. Euros, you know, the nice football content, you know, our season review. We can be talking about other, you know, the OG United, the United I grew up supporting, you know, not this. So those videos will be nice, but yeah.
Have a lot of fun with that, for sure. But where United goes from now, there's just we're gonna need
Like
a marquee
legit,
signing.
like
We 100% need a
what's
marquee
gonna
signing. Sancho's gonna have to come in, and then depending on Paul Pogba staying or leaving, I feel like Paul Pogba's not gonna stay after this, and that's just gonna create a
Did
lot
he
of
look concerned
drama.
today when you lost that final? He didn't look concerned to me. It was like
No, he didn't. He was like, yeah, keep it up, boys. We got
I was
next
Paul
season.
Pogba, and then I seen before penalty shootouts, I'm coming off for Dan James. I'm like, sharp, I'm gone. Right?
Yeah, sharp. I'm gone now, yeah.
You took off me, the most experienced trophy winner. Okay, sharp. I'm
Yeah,
out.
Real has got my back. I'm out.
I'm out.
Like,
I'm
on a
also-
serious note, this creates a lot of shit. Because Bruno wanted a trophy, Pogba wanted a trophy, and those are
the
probably the two
goalkeeping
most
situation
vocal
and how that ended.
and fantastic players. Now and on.
Yeah, like-
Because the goalkeeper's getting sacked. It's as simple as that right now. Goalkeeper's getting sacked. Pogba's probably out the door. Bruno's probably thinking about it. So next season is going to be very telling for us because it's either going to make or break the squad at this point.
I think,
You go. Where do we go from here?
yeah, I was gonna say I don't wanna go on a rant too much, right? But with regards to players specifically, right? First of all, I think with Paul Pogba, I don't think Paul Pogba will actually leave this summer because I don't think anybody will afford him. But I think he'll run down his contract and go for free next summer. And I think Manchester United will make the mistake. Yeah, I think he'll go for free. I think Manchester United will make the mistake of trying to keep him instead of selling him and getting money for him so that they can reinvest in the squad. I think if you're a smart club and you're a competent club, you sell your best player like Paul Pogba and you reinvest in the squad and you rebuild for the future.
Always see if we can
United, we
sign
won't
him
do
for
that.
longer.
Yeah, but like getting Paul Pogba to stay doesn't solve anything because like the squad needs a reboot, bro. It needs a reboot. It needs a reboot. Like I hate to say it, I love Pogba, I love
I don't
De
think
Gea,
it's
I
the
love.
squad that needs
I
to
love
reboot
everything.
right now. I
No,
think
no,
it's
no,
the
no, no,
start
no,
of-
no. Like let me finish. It's not just the squad. Like you know where I stand with like Lee and the manager and everything. Like I hear people saying that the squad is quality and everything, and that there are players in the squad, and I agree. We can get a tactician, we can get everything that you know. Like we can get a manager and we can get a director of football, and the team can definitely improve from where it is right now. But based on the spending habits of the Glazers, I don't believe we're going to go out and have someone like Chelsea. I don't believe we're going to go out and have someone like Man City. So based on that logic, I would rather we at least sold Pogba so that, the Glazers can go buy their yacht, they can give Woodward a yacht as well, and use the spare money and the change to buy a CDM, buy a centre back, buy a winger, and then we can find replacements in the future for Pogba, as opposed to keeping Pogba, getting one marquee signing, two dizzy signings that are going to leave in 2 years because they're 30 years old. And then we're back here talking about the same 3 years from now. Because that's what it is with United. It's the ultimatum. It's never the best case scenario. I don't see what's the point of talking about the best case scenario, because we all know the best case scenario here is just copy Man City and Chelsea's model. Sign young players who are on the come up, who are on the brink of becoming world
I
class.
love
Sign them all
Man
at once,
City's
get them
counter
into your
recruitment
club.
right now, by the way. Just
Exactly.
in case you guys
Man
know, they
City-
signed like 16-year-old Brazilian youth wonder kids.
Boy,
They're going
Man City
proper
would
football
never
manager.
spend. Yeah, Man City would never spend 80 million on a centre back. That's a video for another day, right? Does anyone know? Like just a bit of trivia in case you're watching and you're bored. Man City haven't spent more than 60 million pounds for a player. Just saying. But apparently they're really football with the amount of money they spend. But just saying. Anyway, so just to wrap it up, I think where Manchester United goes from here, they're not going to say OLE because our fan base is mediocre and they're happy with top four. So that's not going to happen because top Reds are full their own asses that they can't see what's happening at their own club. They call us obsessed with being right, but the irony is they're so obsessed with being right about OLE that they don't see what's happening at their club. The only reason OLE's here is because the board is happy with top four. OLE's not here because the board has some grand plan of investing. No, OLE's here like every other manager before him because he made top four. As soon as he does make top four, he'll get sacked like the rest of them. So OLE's not going to go. The players, like I said, I think Pogba's going to leave in the summer. I think that the goalkeeping situation was a mistake. I don't care what anybody says. You have spent nearly £1 million a week on 3 goalkeepers. One of them doesn't play anymore and he's looking for a move. He's busy posting training videos in his spare time instead of actually playing in a cup final. And he was the one who originally
Like
played in the
Ramirez
Europa League
tonight
for
would
you.
probably actually win, in all honesty.
Bruh. But let's not go there. You've got a young English goalkeeper who's a one-season wonder and hasn't done fuck all since leaving Sheffield United. Apparently, he's going to be the next. I don't know why. I don't know how he's going to fill the Gea shoes, because one mistake and it's all over for him, fam. Because I've put Hendo on fraud watch a long time ago, fam. He conceded 3 goals to Sheffield United. I still haven't forgotten, fam. He conceded 4 to Liverpool. I haven't forgotten. Henderson, for me, is nowhere near David De Gea. He's probably going to stay, and we're probably going to loan out De Gea. Or even worse, sell him for half the value that he's worth. So that's just 3 players that I've mentioned there, or 4 players. Then you've got the front of the
I
field.
want to go on a tangent quick.
Yeah.
This
Go
is
on.
a very stupid one. Donnarumma is available on a free transfer. Do we take
is,
him, yes
but,
or
like-
no?
No.
Yeah, but we signed Tom
Ross?
Heaton already. Fabrizio Romano confirmed. He signed. Done.
Yeah, we signed Tom Heaton already. Why would we sign Donnarumma when we're going to sell De Gea? So we're going to have the same problem next season. And some people will be like, yeah, but Donnarumma's going to give Henderson competition. What?
Aye, nah, Donnarumma.
Did Henderson have competition at Sheffield when he was a
No.
one-season wonder?
Hendo,
Did
go.
De Gea have competition when he was the best goalkeeper 3 back-to-back seasons? Excuse me. Did Ter
Take
Stegen have
Donnarumma,
competition when
yeah.
he was doing well for Germany? No, he did was his
Germany,
role.
yes.
Well, no, sorry, not Germany,
Germany's
Barcelona.
different, yeah.
Barcelona. Does Ter Stegen have competition? Does he share the role in the league? No, he doesn't. Does Edison share the role in the Premier League?
Clearly
No,
defined
does Edison share the
roles
role?
make or break. Even Villarreal did it.
Yeah, does
they played
Villarreal's
their
keeper?
backup keeper, yeah.
Does anyone know? If you're watching the show this late, and you're a legend, by the way, smash a like on the video. Do you know if Villarreal's goalkeepers share the roles? No, but not No, Manchester United. We share roles here. We're not decisive about our keeper position. We share
Clearly
roles.
defined roles.
Yeah.
Rudy
So
is
where we go
good
from
for
here,
your
bro?
keeper. Yeah.
Where do we go from here, Shawnee? The answer's simple. It's the same old shit. We're going to have the same manager. He's going to get sacked next season, by the way, when he doesn't make top 4, because Chelsea are better. Man City are better. Yeah, Chelsea are better. Man City are better. Liverpool will make top 4 next year because Liverpool are a serious club and they make top 4 even when they're not doing that well. And
Yeah.
another club will overtake us in top 4 and we'll bottle another final. Or maybe we'll win something, but we'll be outside the top 4, so it won't matter anyways. That's what's going to happen. That's where we go from here. And maybe the top race will start to see the light with this manager. I hope so. Because I can't have another season of somebody telling me to give a manager time, bro. I'm not
Gents,
into
my
it, bro.
phone is overheating, so I'm gonna leave for a sec, but I'll be back.
Are we?
No problem.
Well, yeah, I just don't think this fan base got the balls to change anything. I'll be honest. I don't think they've got the balls.
Yeah, because
to,
everybody's
to throw
obsessed
Ali
with
under
their
the
own
bus.
fucking
I think they'll
ego.
still be buying the new kits next season to spend money with the Glazers. You know, Glazers out is dead. Glazers out is dead. You know, I put it in all my tweets still, but it's dead. You don't ever see the big accounts tweeting about it. So yeah, that you have that. And
Yeah.
I don't think Oli will get backed rightly. I think he will get backed to an extent, but I don't think he will be backed properly, like what he needs.
Just want us to
Yeah,
recruit
because Glazeronomics, bro.
Yeah.
Glazeronomics, bro.
Glazeronomics, and
But, you
Oli
know-
is dead as a manager. So
Can I just
all
say,
I'm hoping is
this
for
whole
the,
thing,
the players to throw him under the bus. I'll be honest, the players must throw him under the bus. That's what I want.
you know that wouldn't happen.
I
'cause
want
they love
Pogba to
Oli.
be there, like, I'll stay if you sack Oli and bring Poch. Like, okay, bye.
Can I just say one more thing very, very briefly? This whole thing of backing managers here. Most clubs actually don't sign a manager 100% of the players that he wants. Most managers get at least 2 or 3 players that they actually don't want. Like Lampard, and for those of you who don't know, one of the reasons why he was sacked, not the whole reason, obviously it was mainly results, but part of the reason why he was sacked was because he wanted Declan Rice. And he didn't get Declan Rice. He didn't actually want some players that he got in that transfer window, right? And the club didn't want to give him Rice because they couldn't justify spending that amount of money. Because unlike Manchester United, Chelsea,
Shame, 'cause
and
that
Man
can
City
be
have a cap on
reject.
the amount of. Yeah, there's a cap on the amount of money they're willing to spend on one player, and they prioritize their entire squad over one marquee signing. But not United. We'll sign one marquee player, and everything will be fine again. People will be buying the kits, and as Shawnee said, everything will go back to normal, obviously. And like putting hashtag Glazers out on your tweet is so easy, but people don't do it. So it's just like, why should I bother, bro? Because every time I say anything about football, there's always one account. Every few tweets, there's always one account. Oh, you're so negative. Oh, really? Tell me more.
I was negative until today, suddenly. Then, I'm onto something, clearly.
Yeah.
Not like I've been saying for
And no, but
months.
even then, there'll be some top rates going, oh my god, you're happy we lost the Europa League. Do I look happy to you, bro?
Then I have champagne in the fridge that I can't use. I'm gonna use it tomorrow when I start my new stream, but it's late. Well, unfortunately,
But
I'm
yeah,
not
I've
to
said
that
my
point,
piece, bro.
Just another
it's a
day.
yikes.
Just another day as a United fan. The worst thing is, like, I honestly don't see how it gets better. Like, I don't. Like, I wish I could just, like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, bro.
But, like, I do love Leeds a lot. Like, so much more than I've loved United this season. Leeds have been my team.
That's true.
This team is so dead. I don't like the manager. I like the players. I don't like the football. Then I don't like anything besides the players. So the only thing that's
Bro,
really
supporting
keeping me
a
here
small
are the
team.
players. Yeah.
Supporting a small team is easy, bro. You don't have to worry about bottling finals.
Dude, my
you get
team plays
football.
good football. Yeah, Leeds play
Exactly,
good
bro.
football. So
And you're good, bro. Yeah, I've thought about I've thought about
stress.
watching other teams instead of United on some weekends. Yeah, like there's some weekends. I genuinely didn't watch the Wolves game, by the way. Like I genuinely didn't watch the Wolves game. I was just like, nah,
watched it.
because it was a dead game. I watched a bit of it, but I was like, you know what, nah, this team doesn't deserve.
That's the problem.
Doesn't deserve my eyes.
I watch every
And today, I was deliberating watching this final, and I was like, you know what, I have to. I'm a United fan. It's a final. It's a European final. If we win, I have to be happy because that's a true United fan. And of course, when I watch a full 90 minutes, my stream didn't even lag. By the way, the whole way through, I found a perfect stream. It didn't lag. My Wi-Fi was working. Mwah. And of course, when I don't have any issues with internet, United go on and bottle it in an 11-goal penalty shootout, bro. It's comical. You couldn't write it with United. And you know what's funny? Yeah, I sent an Instagram video. And I was deliberating, like when I uploaded my Instagram video before the game, I was deliberating whether to talk about what I really thought and what I really thought. Like I was going to say that we're probably going to bottle this final, but I was like, you know what? Let me just be neutral. I'm not going to give any predictions. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to be
Clay was
positive.
like that in the match preview, and I said, but. And I was like, no, don't do it. And I was like, I have to do it. I have to do it. Because I genuinely felt they were going to choke it. There was no evidence that said I could win this. I told my uncle.
Yeah, I'm the same. Bro. When people are like, we have to win this, I'm like, yeah, okay, but I wasn't confident today. I was nervous the whole day, bro. The last 24 hours have been a madness for me, bro. I was like, yeah, we're gonna choke this, aren't we? We're gonna choke this.
All the nerves, all the excitement, but nah. But yeah, I think we can end off. I know Moloto is supposed to come back. We'll speak to Moloto.
I'm just excited for the next season preview. That's all I have to say.
I won't lie.
Well,
I'm excited to do that.
Next season, I'm gonna be dead. I'm gonna be numb next season. Bro.
Yeah, next season I'm done. I'm numb. I'm gonna have the lowest expectations I could have. I'm gonna be like top 6. Ollie's hope. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I want Ollie to get sacked. I can't lie to you. I want Ollie to sack. I want him to sack himself. I want the players to throw him under the bus. I can't lie. I'm had enough of this dead manager. I've been keeping it in for too long. I've been keeping it for too long. No, I've had it. I can't hide it. You can call me a fake fan, but I actually would prefer if he bottle things and he gets sacked. I would prefer.
Nah, don't worry. Top Princeton watch this point.
Yeah,
Just look for
Top
a clip.
Princeton, Top Princeton watch this fine. But yeah, so
Yeah. That about wraps up the
Honestly,
show, doesn't
it
it?
does wrap up
What
the
else is
show.
there to say?
I'm excited to watch the Euros, you know. No United correlation at all. In terms of transfer news from this channel, we probably will do things, but like, if it's the Dizzy, like Tom Eaton, I'm not covering. Clayton will not cover it, so that's Dizzy. We will be doing other casual shows. you
The
know.
hate on Tom Heaton though, like only United fans get mad about something
Hey,
a virtuous
I
goalkeeper.
like Tom Eaton, but yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time doing those type of shows. But yeah, we'll do other shows. We
Yeah.
still have to do our season review. I'm actually looking forward. Anything other than speaking about United, like just
I
United.
will
as
fit
a game.
Donnarumma into one of these transfer talks. I am warning you
will
right
do,
now.
Yeah, Clayton will do. Clayton will do his thing. So, if you are new, do
Yeah.
subscribe, do smash a like, and we will see you. Well, we'll see you before next season, but like for match preview, match reaction, we'll see you next season when we choke everything again, when we're sitting here again, us four at the end of the season. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from
Exactly.
here? That's just how it is being a United fan. Fun.
We're
Yeah,
not-
so we will check you all in the next one.
It's the same stuff, bro.